So we have a tradition at DOAP that the last guest leaves a question for the following guest. And we have a question from Dr. Sriparna Pathak, who we had over. And her question to you is, she didn't know that you were coming, but her question to you is,
Where do you see India 10 years from now? Not 20. I'm not going up to 2047. Where do you see India 10 years from now?
Best part of talking about future is that you can't catch my collar after 2 years. Even things go wrong, you will say, that was my researchers' guesswork. I think economically we will grow, we will catch our feet here. Economically, we will develop well, and we will rise up in a manner. I think we need to work hard on poverty alleviation and in unemployment issues. These are serious issues here. The socio-economic development of a country needs work to be done. In next 5 years, we cannot eradicate poverty, severe poverty, but we need to make focused effort in this line. Otherwise, there would be, like I said, we are aspirational countries, aspirational population. Population can get agitated on aspiration. I'll also say the next 5 years, our neighbors, especially Chinese, despite having good relationship with us, I don't foresee a war. I don't foresee a war, though we have to be prepared. But I don't foresee a war. Any which way, Chinese will try and get more and more influence within India in many ways. They're already working hard, influence in matter of electoral manipulation or trade issues or tariff issues or Indian aspirations outside to get membership of NSG or Security Council. So we will be having larger pushbacks from China to hold our growth in some manner. So I foresee next 5 years will be a problematic situation out here. And Chinese will be having a pushback. I don't foresee a significant change on the Pakistan frontier, but I think within 5 years they may be opening up of trade with Pakistan. I foresee that a time will come. There is large amount of clamor within Pakistan that you get out of this terrorism business in J&K and let's start trade. Pakistan can't keep buying stuff produced in India from Dubai or from Singapore. That's not the way to do it. So there will be an importance of opening up with Pakistan economically. Whether it will make a material effect on J&K policies or terrorism policies is a separate issue. I think that might come through. Now, I think we are poised with tons of potential. We have to unleash our potential. I like the Prime Minister's thrust 10 years ago and yesterday on skill development. When it started in 2014, it was, in my opinion, one of the finest policies to skill our country from everything, from being a mason to a carpenter to a toolsmith or to anything, so that we have a qualified nation, qualified people out there. I think yesterday's thrust is important. We need to skill our nation. We don't have to graduate our nation. That graduation is not assisting, but skilling will assist. Skilling can be any type. It could be computers, it can be software, and there are growing industries out there. So I personally would like to see the skilling going way ahead, taking off, changing the character of a nation. There are very good skilling organizations in India who are private sector, small. We need to think scale, big scale. That would be better. Personally, I'm an optimistic fellow. So I see optimism.
so you rightly said that skilling and upskilling is important, especially because of the technological advancement that we're seeing with artificial intelligence. Otherwise, we will be in a similar position as Bangladesh, who's been seeing unemployment. So, according to you, the future is bright.
So, point is that we have tremendous challenge. We are a large nation, so many challenges that you cannot quantify. But we should have hope.
Hopeful, yeah. So, what question do you have for our next guest? Unfortunately, you know who the next guest is, but still, what question do you have for him?
My question is that the policy of strategic autonomy that we have, does it seem that we may be at times stuck between two parties and not know where to proceed. I'm not saying we should take sides between one or the other, but strategic autonomy can get problematic sometime with one partner or the other, and that may retard us in times to come. So, what is the larger thought process on strategic autonomy that
To Diary of a Publisher, here we don't just talk, we explore, question, and push beyond the ordinary. And if you're ready to see things from a fresh perspective, you're at the right place. If you're eager to explore the forces shaping our world, make sure to subscribe. We are just scratching the surface, and the next conversation might just change how you see the world.